Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. So you might have noticed by the title, this is my 500 subscriber special, and I never thought for one moment that I would reach 500 subscribers. So the first thing I want to say is a massive thank you to all of you for joining my channel and watching my videos, liking and commenting on them. It really does mean the world to me, and I'm just so grateful for all of your support. And what I wanted to do for this 500 subscriber special was actually to get one of you involved in creating my makeup look. So a few videos ago, I put a comment on one of my videos just asking for your Instagram handles because I needed one of you to help me out with the video. So a few of you replied, and I did use a random generator to pick who I was going to contact. So I did screen record that, and I will pop that in probably this part of the screen. And as you can see, it was the lovely Yumi Larson that was picked by the Wheel of Fortune. So I contacted Yumi, I gave her loads of options for my makeup, she's picked everything she's wanted me to use, and I have created this look. So please do stick around to see exactly what she picked and how this all came together. Well, of course, the first item to pick from was primer, and I will put up a picture hopefully here of the choices that I gave Yumi, my subscriber who's taken part in this video, to pick from. And the primer she picked for me to use was the Revolution Star Primer. And I have used this a few times before, and if you have seen my videos, I've been very uncertain about the scent or the fragrance of this primer because it's got star anise in, which is basically licorice, and I hate licorice. But it is a really excellent primer, and I feel like once I'm past the smell of it, it does a really good job. It's definitely very hydrating, it doesn't leave my skin feeling dry, and I think, to be honest, she probably picked the primer that I would have picked. I've also just noticed how ridiculously freckly my face looks today. The next product that I needed picking was my foundation, and again, for every item I will just insert a little picture of the choices, and the one that she picked was the Revolution Pro foundation drops, and I've got this in shade F0.5. I'm going to put some onto the back of my hand rather than directly onto my face because it is quite a liquidy foundation, and my concern is doing it on camera is I won't keep an eye on it and I'll end up pouring it all down my face and probably onto my clothes. I need to get a bit more out actually. I'm definitely very excited and intrigued to see how this look will turn out because I was quite pleased actually. So she definitely picked a lot of things that I maybe wouldn't necessarily use together. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I think it's a good thing. I think most people will find that they have their go-to makeup products and they're the ones that you use. Obviously next onto concealer, and there was just two to pick from this time. But the one that she chose was this MUA Pro Base concealer. This was a good choice because this is definitely my favourite out of the two concealers. I just really want to say again that I can't believe that I've got 500 subscribers. I am literally so grateful to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, watches my videos, you know, likes and comments them. I'm so grateful, and just feel like I suppose met so many really lovely people. I have a lot of mutual subscribers, and I know that we really enjoy watching each other's videos, and I just think it's a really lovely community to be a part of. And I just thought that this would be a really fun way just to get one of my subscribers involved in picking me a totally random makeup look. If this is the kind of thing that you'd like to see more of, or if you have any videos that you would like to see me do or anything like that, then I'm totally open to suggestions. Do leave a comment and I'll see what I can do. Next, we had powder to pick from. The powder that was picked out of these two was the Barry M Ready Set Smooth. This is their loose setting banana powder. I'm just gonna pop it where I put my concealer and in my T-zone just to set everything in place. Lovely jubbly. Just on to my brows now, and I'll pop up the choices again. And the one that she chose was the Barry M Brow Wand, and I haven't used this for ages. So on one end, this has got a retractable pencil thing, which I don't really like because it is quite thick. And then on the other end is just the brow gel, so that's probably what I'll just use for this look. I'm just so used to just penciling in my eyebrows now, so it does seem a bit weird just doing this. And there's my brows all done. I definitely do prefer penciling them in compared to the brow gel. I feel like they look a bit patchy not being penciled in, but there we go, it wasn't my decision to be made. Next is my bronze, and there were two options for this. And she picked to go with the e.l.f. palette. So I feel like I have got a bit of a free rein on this because I didn't specify which specific bronzers to use. There's only about 3 in here that I have actually used because the other ones are a little bit too dark. I'm going to go in with this one here. First of all, get my bronze applied all over. I know I've said it already, but I just still can't believe I've got to 500 subscribers. I'm just really happy. I don't think for a moment me setting up my little channel at the end of December that now saying that I'd reached 500 subscribers, it's mad. I don't want to go too wild on this bronze because obviously I know what eyeshadow is coming up and I don't want to clash with that at all. Next up, of course, for my makeup is my blush, and there was 3 to pick from this. So there was 2 powder ones and then there was a liquid blush. So I was quite excited to see actually what she would pick for me, but she has gone with the Revolution Blushing Heart, and this is their triple baked highlighter, and this is the Peachy Keen Heart. So really lovely pink and bronze, and I think this is going to go really well with the eyeshadow when we get to that point. So maybe a little bit of a hint, maybe not a bit of a hint. So I've just swooshed my brush all over all 3 shades in this heart. So just a really nice soft peachy glow. This I think was an excellent choice, and I probably would have picked this one or maybe the dandelion one. I thought maybe that might get picked. What I like about this heart is if you've got a big brush like I have, you can get a good mix of all of the shades. Next, I just need to move on to the highlighter, and again there was a few to pick from for this. There was a mixture again of powder highlighters and also liquid highlighter. The decision's been made and it's the Goddess of Love highlighter. This again is from Revolution Triple Baked highlighter. It's this almost like a really pale gold. It's a really lovely highlighter. So I just want to get this just on my cheeks. Goes really nicely with the blush, just with those pink flecks in it. So I feel like we've had some good decisions made. I feel like Yumi has been very kind to me. She could have been really mean and picked a load of random stuff that definitely did not go together. And I know I've been holding this Pastels palette the whole time, but it is just for the mirror. This isn't a spoiler of what eyeshadow I'm going to be using. And now I'm ready to get started on the eyes. So eye primer time, and there was 3 to pick from, but the one that has won is the Beauty Bay eye primer, and this is base 2, and this is like a nude eye base. So it just looks like this on the wand. So I'll just blend it in with my finger. And now we're ready to find out what eyeshadow palette got picked. So I did send a few through to Yumi, and I did also show her the insides of the palettes to obviously help with her decision. And I opted to go for a bit of a variety. So some palettes had a real mixture of colours, some palettes were just maybe 1 or 2 different colours, just a whole different load of colour stories. She has opted to go for the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. And I did also ask her if there was any shades in particular she wanted me to use, and there was, so I will just pop a picture of those in now. Obviously I'm not going to use all of the shades that she has highlighted because I think to use 5 different shimmers and glitters for one look might be a bit too much, but she's gone for the very neutral shades, and I'm actually excited because I have only used this palette a couple of times and it was to use the bright colours. So I'm going to be using 1 or 2 of these glitters from the middle part of the palette and then just any of the neutral colours to create my look. What I'm going to do first is just go in with shade Stroke, which is a brown matte shade. I'm just going to pop that into my crease, so you should be able to see kind of the orangeness and warmth in this shade. It's not just standard brown matte shade. And I don't want to take this out too far, really just in line with the edge of my eye. I am just going to go ahead and get my other eye done. I'm now just going to go back in with shade Subtle and just blend that over the top of shade Stroke. It's a very light matte brown, but this has got almost grey tones in it, so I literally just want to get this blended on the edge of shade Stroke. I would have said already that if you do have any video ideas, not that I don't have a lot of ideas, don't get me wrong, I probably have more ideas than I have time, but if there is anything you would like to see me do, if you'd like to see me try any particular brands, I will do my best to get them. Obviously, I don't have an unlimited budget, so bear that in mind. But if there's any looks you'd want to see me do, and yeah, basically anything, just drop me a comment and I will try my best. Okay, and I will just get the same done on my other eye. Now I've got the first two shades down on both eyes, I just want to go back in. I'm going to cut my crease with my Beauty Bay eye base again because I want to get down one of the glitter shades, and it will definitely help them just stick a bit better if I have got an eye base down. And then I'll just do the other one. So now it's time to go in with the glitter shade to obviously cover up this eye base. I've opted to go for Plunge, which is a really gorgeous bronze shimmer. It's just packed full of glitter and just a really beautiful shade. And I thought it would just complement the two shades that I've got down already. So I will start by just packing this onto my brush, and I want to just pat it onto the eye base rather than brushing it on, because I don't want to lose any of that gorgeous glitter, and the eye base will just hold that on. So look how cute that looks compared to whatever's going on here. So I will obviously get shade Plunge down on my other eye. Wow, and there is shade Plunge down on both eyes. I'm just going to go back in ever so slightly with shade Stroke, which was that first shade that I used, just to soften up the edges here. Now just onto my under eye, and again back in with shade Stroke, just with a smaller brush this time. I'm just going to apply a small amount of this to my under eye, and then I'm going to go back over it with shade Subtle. I don't really want to distract too much from the lovely glitter. And there is the eyeshadow all completed. Now just ready to move on to the eyeliner, and there was only two choices for this, so it was either a white pencil or a black pencil, and the decision was to go for the white pencil, and this is the MUA Makeup Academy pencil in shade Snow Queen. And I don't know how this is going to look with this browny orangey bronzy look, but I will just pop this on my waterline. Okay, so I'm not hating it. I probably would have gone for a black eyeliner myself. I'm hoping once I've got my mascara on, it will balance out this white eyeliner, but we'll see. So speaking of mascara, I'm now ready to go on to that step. And again, there was a few different ones to pick from. And the one that was chosen for me to use was the W7 Forever Lashes mascara. This is their extra volumizing mascara. I have only used this a handful of times, and again probably wouldn't have been the one that I would have picked, but only because I'm not too familiar with it. But this is what the wand looks like, so it's a good looking wand. It is quite a dry formula. This is probably why I don't reach for this mascara a lot. Definitely does add volume though, and I'll just get my other eye done. Well, there we have the completed eyeshadow look, and all that's left to do now is just to do my lips and of course my fixing spray. So there was quite a lot of lipsticks for Yumi to choose from. I did not make it easy for her, to say the least, but she narrowed it down to the purple Jeffree Star lipstick bolt and then narrowed it down again to this shade, which is Berries on Ice. So I will just get that on. Definitely intrigued to see how this is going to look with this eyeshadow look. So you can see it is a really, really beautiful shade. This is a really lovely lipstick. I don't think I ordinarily would have paired this eye look with this lipstick, but I'm not hating it. Last to do is just my setting spray, and there was again a couple to pick from for this. And she has opted for the I Heart Revolution Fixing Spray. This is their green tea one. It smells like green tea. It hasn't got that really horrible, almost chemically smell you sometimes get from fixing sprays. Wow, and there's my final completed look, decided completely by one of my subscribers, so thank you to the lovely Yumi. She does also have a YouTube channel, so I will link her channel in the description. Be sure to go and check it out. But I'll just give you a bit of a close-up of this look. I think if I had my own choice for this look, I probably would have picked the brow pencil over the Barry M wand. I don't think I would have been brave enough to have picked this lip with this eye look, but I actually really, really like it. And I completely forgot, to be honest, I had the highlighter until I was rooting around wands to pick from. So I'm really pleased with that as well. Yeah, hopefully you think I've created quite a nice look, despite the fact I wasn't really sure what was going to get picked and then what I was going to do with it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, a massive, massive thank you to all 500 of you for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos, liking and commenting. So as always, if you did like the video, please do all of those things and check out all the other videos on my channel. And I will see you again in my next video.